Now I walk in beauty, beauty is before me, beauty is behind me, above and below me.
Music has a way of reaching places within us that words alone sometimes cannot reach. Music is not only heard, it is received with the whole self. The body perceives the rhythm, vibration, tone, and breath. The song can soften us, awaken us, or gather us together before a single thought is even spoken. Music reminds us that we are not only thinking about beings, but we are sensing, feeling, and embodied beings. Listen not only with the mind, but also with the whole of who you are. We also follow along in specific themes so that we can all be together focused. And marches is paying attention and transformation. There was a quote in here that I thought I might read, but it's on your yellow if you'd like to read it further. As Mary Oliver teaches, attention is the beginning of devotion. Love grows when we truly see another without expectations, without projecting our own desires. This kind of looking, what Simon Wells calls self-emptying, reveals the uniqueness of the other and rearranges our priorities. As we deepen into our service, let us set the tone for this service with a quote by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Music is the universal language of humankind. We join Unitarian Universalists all over the world in lighting our chalice. Would Seth please come to light the chalice, which is the symbol of spark of life in each of us. If you are on Zoom or have a chalice with you, I invite you to turn on your video and to share in lighting the chalice. We are in good company. The opening words for the chalice lighting are the architecture of our gathering, written by myself, Andrea Grigsby. And I'd like to take this invitation to a moment of stillness and to arrive in your body now. To inhale and exhale. We enter this space to move from me to us. We bring our whole selves, our breath, our history, our hopes into the architecture of this moment. We ignite this flame to signal our intent that we do not breathe in isolation. In this space of us, we recognize the air we share and the network of light that connects our hearts. We return to this shared space today to realign with our values. May this eternal light stay with us, a reminder that the values we study here together give us the rhythm to walk with purpose. It is here that we practice the art of being together, of weaving our hopes into a collective strength that sustains us when we step back out into the world of all of us. I would like to introduce our musician and special guest today, Andrew. And I am not going to say his name exactly right, but I am going to try. Egbuchiem. Andrew is an acclaimed countertenor whose career spans international stages in the United States, Europe, and Africa. Trained in Nigeria and Belgium, he has performed with companies and ensembles, including the Brooklyn Opera Works, Chicago Summer Opera, the Brooklyn Philharmonic Chorus, and the New York Chamber of Orchestra at Carnegie Hall. A frequent recitalist across major U.S. cities, Andrew is also the winner of 2025 Utah Philharmonic Orchestra Concerto competition and an audience prize recipient of the World Bach Competition. He will be introducing and reciting 3 pieces for us throughout today's service. Please join me in welcoming Andrew to our BizMan UU.
So good morning, and thank you for having me here. My name is Andrew Egbuchiem. I'm a countertenor, like she's explained, and I'm happy to be here. Today marks the end of my tour. I've been touring the Midwest, so this is my final performance, and I'm happy to have to do it right here in this place. So I'm going to be singing songs, at several times during the services, and I just wanted to share a bit about the songs that I picked. For each song, I will try to explain, but I'm going to give you just a general. So to music, to stillness, and to questions we carry within ourselves. Sometimes transformation begins simply by pausing long enough to just listen. And so the first song I'm singing is Harry Purcell's Music for a While, and it reflects the idea that music can calm the mind and gently lift the burdens we carry if we allow ourselves to just listen.
would like to now ask Andrew to come forward and to perform his second piece and sing for us today.
It simply means you are my peace, and it's a meditation on stillness and quiet presence that brings calm and clarity to the heart. So this final song is titled Prayer. It's a short poem by Langston Hughes, and it captures the moment of deep reflection, asking questions about the path we take and the responsibilities we carry.
Sin to bear. this, which way to go? I ask you this, which sin to bear, which crown to put upon my head. I do not know. Lord, I do not know.
So, originally, I was born in Nigeria, and I've been living in New York City for the past 10 years. Last year, I decided, actually, I've been recitaling, but last year I decided to start a tour, a recital tour, where I kind of carry classical music down to people because I know sometimes people don't think it's accessible. So I'm trying in my little way to make it accessible by taking it down to people in the smallest way I can. So I started with the West Coast last year, and this year I decided to do the East Coast, to the Midwest, sorry. So maybe, hopefully next year, I would probably still continue with the Midwest because I still have some more places to go to. I started with Indiana, and I went to Milwaukee, then I went to Arkansas, then back to Chicago, Chicago back to Wisconsin Rapids. Uh, Wisconsin Rapids, I then went back to, I know, I found my way down here anyway. So, so I actually had a performance, a full recital in Langdon on Thursday. Then from Langdon, I definitely came down here. So, Langdon, New Dakota. Not, yeah, yeah, yeah. So after this, I go back to New York City, where I'm based. Yeah.
I benefit from the New York Metropolitan Opera concerts, which they broadcast live on HDV at the Grand Theater. And I've been attending those concerts now for maybe 14 years. And at the beginning of the time, all of the performers were white. Just, it was whitewashed, everybody. And the current director of the Metropolitan Opera has really made an effort to reach out to minority race folks, singing, dancing, performing on stage. And I have to admit that my favorite Black opera singer is Speedo Green. He was in the last performance that they did, but he has had a lead in one of the performances. It's a hard road to go as a Black classical music singer. I should think it must be even more difficult as a countertenor, because you are the minority of the minority. And all I can say is bless you for blessing us here today.
Can you talk a little bit about how you got interested in your musical journey and specifically classical?
Question. Back home, I went to an all-boys school. But before then, I mean, I had stories from my dad, which I don't remember, about me, dressing in costumes and just jumping around the house singing. I just know as a child I like to sing. But in high school, I started singing with the boys' choir, and just right after that, I kind of fell more in love with it, and I knew I needed to study music. And so after high school, I did, go to study music. Yeah, mostly classical, really, mostly classical. But I've been trying to do maybe not, maybe strictly, within that range because also classical music has its own varieties. So the only recent thing I've been doing is, which you'll find in the CD, is what they call the African art music, which is a combination of African folk song and elements from classical music fused together. Sometimes it could be danceable, sometimes it's just something you could just listen to. Yeah.
I just want to thank you for making classical accessible to me and my baby. He doesn't typically go to classical events, so it means the world. Thank you.
Want to go through to opera like Pat was referring to, or just tour on your own or with a group?
For me, as a career, I just try not to put myself in a box. I want to be as open as possible. I love the opera, but I also love to recitals, because it's about me. It shows me, not just me playing a character. It's about the kind of music I love and wanting to share a part of me that you probably will not find in the opera.
We extinguish the chalice with these closing words by Elizabeth Sella Jones. We extinguish this flame. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of our values, the warmth of our community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
I give thanks to the waves upholding me, hail the great winds urging me on, read the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor's song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue